I mean, yeah, obviously I started when I was small, doing some karting back in '98, starting training there. Then I did some racing, and I was like growing up category after category until in 2007 I decided to do the jump into single-seater cars, Formula cars, instead of go-karting. I won like the World Championship in go-karting. I won so many titles. Then I think it was the time to go to Formula. Then I did there the Formula Renault. It's like the small Formula, good championship with many competitive drivers. And in my first year, I was already as competitive as the guys that were already 3 years in the championship, 2 years. And then I did the Formula 3 championship, that is where the category that everybody goes through before Formula 1. And I won the Formula 3, the title, both titles, the World Championship and the Euro Championship. And yeah, I mean, obviously that put you in a really good position to go for Formula 1. But at the time, I didn't have the budget to do the GP2, that is the category below F1, and between F3 and F1. And then I decided to do DTM, that was the championship with this like kind of touring cars, German championship, with many good drivers. I was a Mercedes-Benz junior driver at the time, and it's the thing they offered me. And obviously I had 2 years there, but I didn't really like, because at the end of the day I like Formula cars instead of touring cars. And last year when I decided to quit the DTM because I didn't like touring cars, I went again to do the Formula 3.5, like it's like, let's say it's like the previous category to Formula 1, and with a quite bad team I was able to finish second in the championship. And after that, this year normally I should do again the Formula 3.5, but before Melbourne I had a call from the team Manor F1 team that they want me to be one of the drivers for this year, one of the two. And then obviously, yeah, I went to Australia without knowing that I will be racing in Formula 1. And when I landed in Australia, they gave me the news that I was the next Formula 1 driver in the team. Then it was like a really good news for me. I was really happy about that. And yeah, obviously in Australia we couldn't run the race because obviously we were missing parts on the car. Everything was quite new for the team. The team was built just in 2 weeks. And then we went to Malaysia, the second Grand Prix of the year. I was able to race. Obviously, I did the race and I finished all the race. It was pretty hard because it was everything new for me, and it was a really good experience also to finish there the first Grand Prix. And then we did Shanghai, and I think that the team is working on the car to improve it, because at the moment we don't have so much budget, and with in Formula 1, if you don't have so much budget, that means that the car is a bit slower. With budget, obviously the car is going quicker. And yeah, and we did the race in Shanghai, and was a really good race. We were able to finish in a really good position. And yeah, looking forward now for next week to Bahrain, to keep improving on this championship, to keep learning, and to keep trying to get as much experience as possible for the future.
There's an Arabic name in last name. Can you talk about this Arabic origins? Where did you get this name? Do you know about your Arabic heritage?
Yeah, obviously my name is Roberto Merhi. My father is origin Lebanese. I mean, he lived in Lebanon until the war starts when he was really young. Then he moved to outside because obviously there was the problem in the Lebanon. And then he came to Spain, and he met my mother. My mother is from Spain. And yeah, my grandfather and grandmother from my father's part, they live in the Lebanon on the last years. And yeah, I mean, I came really often. I mean, I love to go to Lebanon, but I don't have so much time, because at the end of the day, to be a racing driver means that you are a lot of weekends out of your house, and you don't have so much time to be on holidays. And when you have the holidays, normally you want to spend at the house. But yeah, when I have time, I try to go to Lebanon. Also, I like the area here. You feel really at home when you go to a country like that. It feels like really relaxing. Also, the weather is really good. Like to do sports, at the end of the day is what I am doing. Like 50% of the day, I am going for running, swimming, cycling. I mean, here is really good, the weather, and I like for example, from Shanghai to the next race, Bahrain, I had 3 days off, and I decided to spend it in Dubai because it's a place that I really like. Also, the weather is really good, and I think it's the best place to stay, Obviously, maybe in the future I would like to live here.
Technically speaking, how did you see the F1? How did you see the other drivers? Watching on TV is different than being on the track itself. Who gave you advice from the other drivers? Did you speak to any of them?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I raced with so many of them in the past, and I know like Bottas, Ricciardo really good. We were used to race for titles together. And the only thing in Formula One that is a bit messy is that the teams are really important. And if you don't have a really strong car, it's really hard to beat them, you know. And then now in the new Formula One, obviously the car is like 80%, 90%. If you don't have a good car, you cannot win a race. And if you don't have a good driver, obviously you cannot win a race. But yeah, I mean, the atmosphere there is great. All the drivers, we are really helping each other because at the end of the day, you need to be a fair sportsman. And yeah, I mean, as I say, the car is really, really important in the new area of Formula One.
What do you say to your crowds in the Arab world? I mean, you're going to be in Bahrain, it's an Arab country, and you have some Arabic origins. Any Arabic words for the fans to support you especially?
Marhaba. I know a little bit. I know like short words because obviously my father is saying them to me, but I don't know a complete like phrase.
What do you say to the fans, to the Bahraini fans?
Bahrain fans, that they should come to watch the race and that I will wait for them in the Grand Prix. I hope to see them because obviously it's nice when you see a track with a lot of people, you know. Then I hope that everybody comes to Bahrain to see the Grand Prix. As it's a really special Grand Prix and it's going to be on the night time. And I think for the weather condition it's going to be much better. Shukran.